MapleSEA just dropped an absolute banger update for their crown showcase. They had a whole live stream going over all of the changes that are going to be coming to MapleStory in the months of June, July, and August. These changes are absolutely insane, and they are bigger than we thought that they could ever be. MapleSEA actually got a lot of the brand new KMS changes fast-tracked to their game. Now, I know a lot of this sounds extremely confusing because why are there so many dates for everything? In this video, we're going to try to break it down for you guys, simplify it so you guys know what is coming, what is potentially coming, and hopefully GMS makes the same decision as MapleSEA as well, because this is actually crazy. First things first, let's just go over the roadmap that MapleSEA got. So on the screen right now, this is the roadmap that GMS got. This is the roadmap that MapleSEA got. It looks much better, and honestly, GMS should really take notes on how to make these roadmaps. It looks much more visually appealing. On June 3rd, MapleSEA is going to be getting Lynn. They do not have Lynn in their version of the game, so they're going to be getting Lynn. They're also going to be getting the Kinesis remaster and the Wild Hunter remaster. They're also going to be starting their Challenger World Season 3, the same thing as we are, the Hyper Burning Beyond, Night of the Falling Illusion. So pretty one-to-one with what we're getting. Then 3 weeks later, they're actually getting the new boss, Radiant Malefic Star. Now, I hope that GMS does the same thing where they release Challenger World and then 3 weeks later they release the boss. I really hope they don't release it all at the same time, because on the GMS roadmap, they pretty much have everything squished together in that first update. Now, along with the Malefic Star boss, they are getting their Astra secondary. So something that a lot of players have been wondering is the Pinot secondary going to transfer to the Astra secondary? In the showcase, I actually showed that the Pinot secondary is going to be transferring to the Astra secondary, so no need to worry about if it's going to transfer or not. I believe they're confirming it, and hopefully in GMS this also is a pretty easy confirmation that we're also going to be getting this change. Now, after the Astra weapon, they're actually getting the Soul Hecate update, which I thought was a little bit weird because I thought Soul Hecate was coming out before the Radiant boss to kind of prep us for that boss. In MapleSEA, they're getting it after, along with the Abyssal Expedition. On July 22nd, they're going to be getting the new boss Jupiter, and then alongside that they're getting the new region Geardrock, which is a level 290 boss and a level 290 area. Then they're also getting the Destiny weapon Part 2. After that, in August and September, a frieren collab is coming to MapleStory, which is a collab that I know a lot of players have been asking for and been waiting for. I would assume that MapleStory GMS is also going to get this collab. Now, what is so special about this update? As of right now, it looks like a one-to-one from GMS, but MapleSEA got a ton of massive quality of life that GMS hopefully is going to get as well, fast track to their game. First things first, they got the auto star forcing. If you guys don't know what auto star forcing is, you can essentially just put in a target star and it will star force your hat or your bottom or whatever item you have in the UI, and it'll star force to your target level. Now, it will explode obviously, and you're gonna have to put spares back in, but you don't have to click anymore. Honestly, the auto star forcing isn't that big of a quality of life, considering it takes such a small amount of time to currently star force. But on top of the star force quality of life, they added the auto cubing and auto flaming. Now, this is where a time sink is saved. Auto flaming is insane. As you guys can see, you can put in whatever stats you want in the auto flaming UI, and then you can auto reset it, and it'll just continue to reset as long as you have the money to do so. Now, same thing applies for the auto cubing. You're actually able to put in the stats that you want and then just auto cube it. Now, I believe that you can put in multiple types of stopping points, and it'll stop if it hits any of your desired lines, which is actually super cool. I know cube cubing takes an extremely long time. It is one of the biggest time sinks when upgrading any type of gear. Now for the min-maxers at the end game, where it takes literally hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to cube, you can now just put it in your stats, wait overnight, and hopefully you get the lines that you want. Another quality of life that they got was just this simplified buff timer improvements, where it actually just shows the numbers instead of just a little tick. Right now, currently, we don't get the 5 seconds or the 1 minute and 20 seconds. It just says 1 minute, and then once it drops under 1 minute, it'll start ticking down from 59 seconds. This is a really good quality of life as well. Another massive quality of life is that your character is now going to be in front of the boss when bossing and not behind all of the things. This is super annoying, especially in bosses like Calling. You can't see what is going on. This is a massive quality of life. You can also play with max transparency as well, or max opacity. They also changed a ton of the bossing difficulty and made a lot of the bosses once again much easier. Saren got crazy good quality of life. You can stand in between the pillars. Kalos got insane quality of life. The eye fire is no longer like one-shotting you half of the time. It is way easier to dodge, which is super nice. It's gonna help a ton of people trying to finish their Destiny Kalos Liberation mission. Cowling got one of the biggest changes. You can now bind Cowling during the fly. This change needs to be fast-tracked as well. Same thing applies, I believe, for birds. You can hit bird in the air when it is flying, and you can hit Cowling while she's flying in P2 as well. This is a crazy good quality of life that we weren't gonna get in the game for like another 6 months. So hopefully GMS does the same thing and fast tracks all of these changes. These changes will make this update literally one of the biggest updates that GMS has ever gotten in history. This is a massive update for MapleSEA. Hopefully GMS does the same. Now they also got the Abyssal Expedition Nihil Desert. Now last time we got Abyssal Expedition was years ago, and this was where we got the flammable totem. Hopefully we get something like this. I don't know how they're gonna pack all of this in the crown update. There is so much content coming in this update. It is actually crazy. The Abyssal Expedition would be cool to help the players who didn't have the flammable totem, and then also the players who just really didn't get a good flame on the flammable totem. I'm a little bit iffy on us getting the Abyssal Expedition. We haven't got this in GMS in a while. And then they're also getting the mentorship system, which if you guys remember from way back in the day, this is like the family tree system, I believe, where you're pretty much just getting rewards for playing the game. Login duration, monster kill, combat power gain, EXP obtained. It is pretty much like you're getting paid to progress in MapleStory. Cool update. I think we're getting this as well in GMS, but there is a ton of content coming to the game. If you guys want more details on this MapleSEA crown update, obviously I'm going to leave the showcase, the full showcase, linked in the description down below, so you guys can go in depth and see some of the updates that you're more curious in. A lot of these we already got and we already knew were coming in the crown update in 1 month for MapleStory GMS, but there was a lot of quality of life that was not supposed to be in this update that MapleSEA got, so I just wanted to make a video updating you guys and showing all of the changes that we are going to be getting in the upcoming future. Hopefully GMS does the same thing as MapleSEA and we get all of these changes as well. This would be insane. Again, this would be one of the biggest updates GMS has ever gotten. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.